Maggie, she knows the kings are friends. Maggie declines to dance. She won't work in a factory, though parents think she should. She's inclined academically, and so far it's so. Maggie won't be a teenage bride. Maggie against the tide, she accepts the adversity. She always knew she could to attend university, and so far it's so. Maggie, so far, so far, so good. Maggie, so far, so far, so good. Maggie.
It's good of your mother to let us bring the car up.
She's okay. And she's fond of your granny.
Here, have some. You've got all the driving to do.
Thanks. Let's get a move on. The sooner we get there.
She's into Nicoletta. She's into Zubinetta. She knows the kind of letter. There's no painter, decorator. Give due consideration to further education. She's a rebel of sorts. She's a rebel of course. She's a rebel on a level. There's no one better name than her. Maggie, so far, so far, so good. Maggie, so far, so far, so good. Maggie.
You were ill.
Oh, that would be all Donny Brown, was it? Oh, trust him. Come away in and I'll tell you.
Now, you just sit still and I'll serve you.
I'm not used.
Well, it's time you were. You've got to help me bully her, you know, James.
Ah, Jamie wouldn't bully anyone, would you, lad?
Well...
I know you too well for that.
Yeah.
What about something to eat, then? Jamie will be starving, a growing lad.
Oh, he's finished. Or should have.
Oh, get something, come on.
Don't suppose you get any fresh bread? Never mind. Seem better please still.
What are you havering about?
You need somebody to take you in hand.
Huh, I'd like to see the body that would do that.
Now we want the truth, the whole truth.
I just had a wee bit turn, you know how it is.
No.
She never gives up, does she?
Aye.
Did you have a doctor?
Aye, old Donny Brown got one, old fussbot. Some man I'd never seen before. Never want to see again either.
What did he say?
Oh, just something about a wee jolt to the heart.
A heart attack?
Oh, I wouldn't put it as strong as that. Attack.
So one didn't carry you off to the hospital?
Oh, he had a good try. But I told him if I was going to die, I would do it in my own bed, under my own roof. I never spent a night under any other since I got married, Jamie.
That's amazing.
Oh, she is.
Oh, we all know that.
And cussed.
Oh, like somebody else I know.
Tell me, Jamie, how are your mother and father doing?
Oh, they're fine. They send their love. And Mum told me to tell you to behave yourself. Oh, she'll tell you off when she's up next time.
I was going to ask Katrina about them, but I never got the chance. She just gave me a nice wave as she went by.
Katrina?
Hey, your sister. But she was too bound up with her young man.
Alexander?
There you.
Have I let the cat out of the bag, then? Oh, I wouldn't have.
You mean the two of them?
Now, you're not to let on I told you. I didn't mean to.
Don't you worry, Mrs. McKinley. I'll fall over backwards with surprise when I go in.
Oh, Granny, these biscuits are disgusting. You must have had them since Hogmanay, the one before last. James and I are going to town later and get some fresh food.
It's the Sabbath.
That'll be sumptuous.
Times have changed since you were a girl.
Not much. Not here.
You're right there.
I think I'll go across and say hello to my young sister. I'll be back later, Mrs. McKinley.
Thanks for bringing Maggie to see me.
It was a pleasure. See you later.
What a nice lad.
Don't you start. Get it from home from my mum and Aunt Jessie. You'd think their only aim in life is to get me married off.
Just you do what you want to do, lass.
Don't worry, I will.
Quite right, too. And if you want a career, you see you get it.
I don't think a career's a waste of time for a girl.
Huh? She should keep up with the times.
How do you?
Maybe I was ahead of them. But if I had had the chance to stay on at the school and do my hires, I wouldn't have passed it up.
Better not fluff my chance then.
No, you'd better not. I'd have a few things to say to you if you did.
What would you have liked to done, Granny?
I'd have liked Fred to be a forester myself. I'd have enjoyed planting trees and watching after them as they came up.
So you're a frustrated forester then?
I wouldn't say I was a frustrated anything. I'm not complaining even. Lassies didn't have the same choice then. And Andrew was a good husband to me. You might pass me down the picture book, Maggie. Had it in my mind this morning to have a look at old times. He was a handsome lad, right enough. All the lassies used to eye him at the Cayleys.
But I bet he never danced with anybody else but you.
Talking to yourself.
You better. It's great to be back, James. It's like a bonus getting this day.
Sure you didn't see me as a bonus.
Suppose you didn't.
Come on, you better come over and say hello.
I knew something would go wrong.
Stop worrying, Alexander. They won't say anything. And it's been fantastic, hasn't it?
Yes, but...
Don't you think it has?
Of course.
Hello, Maggie.
Sorry for this.
Don't be silly.
Fancy a coffee, Maggie?
Oh, I wouldn't mind. That tea of Granny's tasted like infusion-made old boots.
How is she?
Don't know, really. Fly old devil that she is. She'd never let you know.
I'd have gone over.
Oh, it's all right. I realise it'd been awkward for you.
No need to be. Anyway, we're engaged, aren't we, Alexander?
Yes. Yes, we're going for the ring next week.
Telling your mother, are you?
I'll have to wait for an opportune moment, as they say.
Opportunity knocks at Harriet Row.
Very funny.
We could always get your mother drunk in apricot brandy.
Oh, it's one of our weaknesses.
Mother doesn't have weaknesses.
Pity.
Well, you're a lot of help coming and interfering, aren't you?
Well, I'm sorry, Katrina. It's your problem.
It's my life.
Very true, very true. What's Mother going to say about your friend over there?
Just because you don't like Alexander.
Not a question of not liking him, it's a question of what he does.
What's wrong with being a hairdresser?
Lovely view, isn't it?
Terrific.
I wouldn't worry too much.
Why not?
Mrs. Freeze will accept you in the end. Most people do give in. Once they get used to things. Even my father's been known to not saying something.
Why you had to come barging in to disturb our peace? I'm sorry, Maggie, I didn't mean you. I know your granny couldn't help.
Ah, it's all right, Katrina. We'll vanish for the day. When are you going back?
Oh, late afternoon. There's only the one train, I believe.
I'll take you to the station.
Oh, thanks.
Where were you supposed to be this weekend? Just out of interest.
In Perthshire, at Hilary Campbell's cottage. It's not on the telephone.
I don't know what you have to be doing that for when you're only here for a day.
Because it needs it, Gran, that's why.
Havers. I did it myself only last week.
I promise maybe hardly a lick. I never thought I'd be pleading to be allowed to do domestic chores.
No, I can't say I ever did either. I thought you would have done enough for one day.
It's nothing. Wait till I clean the windows and wash the
Maggie,
walls.
I'm not having the whole place turned upside down. Sit yourself down for a minute and be at peace. That's better.
Granny, do you not think you should be having a home help?
A home what?
A help to do the housework.
I'm not needing anybody. I'm perfectly capable. And who do you think you'd get around here? Donny Brown?
They might be able to send a woman from the town.
I'm not having any stranger poking about in my stuff.
Oh, you're impossible.
Maybe I'm not in need of help.
Now see what I mean.
My foot slipped, that was all.
You just sit down and I'll give the broth a stir.
Jamie will be coming to take his dinner with us.
Certainly will. Nothing will keep away from your broth.
Aye, I make a good pot of soup, I'll say that for myself.
Are you taking your tablets? The doctor says that
I don't know what you had to go and see him for.
because he's meant to be looking after you. He's got much sympathy.
He's little more than a laddie,
Must be all of 35.
and he didn't impress me.
Can I come in? Why, come on in. Gran, it's Katrina.
Oh,
I just thought I'd come and see how you were, Miss McKinley.
no, nice to see you, lass. My, you look bonnier every time I set eyes on you.
Your Honour, Katrina, she never says that to me.
Ah, you're not too bad looking when you brush your tangle of hair.
Thanks a million. Oh, sit down, Katrina. You can give Gran all your news.
Aye, you could tell me all about your young man, Katrina. He's a fine-looking fellow.
That reminds me, Gran. The doctor says maybe you should get an eye test. No, but seriously, do you not think a pair of spectacles will be an idea?
My eyes have lasted me for 83 years, so there's no reason why
Well, they shouldn't last you for the next 83. Okay.
Maggie, James was wondering if you'd like to go out for a walk.
Aye, on you go, lass. The air'll do you good. Put some colour in those peely-wally city cheeks.
You can give Katrina the benefit of your long years of married life. You can tell it was not all a bed of roses.
Ah, it wasn't all thorns either, mind you.
Bet my dad was sometimes.
Oh, nothing the matter with him that a good scalp across the backside wouldn't settle.
It's a pity we don't have you with us in Glasgow. Granny had 7 children, Katrina.
Gosh.
Think of all the work and worry, and now where are they are now? Gone away to Dundee, Glasgow, London.
I never could understand why Ian had to go all that way down there for. But they've got to make their own lives.
I suppose. I'll leave you two to your romantic blethers then.
So, what's the name of your young man again, Katrina? I think Maggie told me, but I tend to be a wee bitty forgetful at times. I'm not in my dotage, don't think that.
That's where my granny grew up.
And where your great-great-granny came as a bride.
Margaret Ross of Greenyards. She's a brave woman. She stood up to the sheriff's men. Her and a whole host of other Ross women.
I can see you doing that.
Certainly have a go.
Do you feel you're on ancestral territory?
I do. My dad doesn't know. It's funny.
I need to be getting Katrina and Alexander to the station. Are you coming?
No, I'll stay. Want every minute in the Glen I can get.
I'll see you later.
Alexander, what are you doing here?
Just come out for a walk. Depressing, isn't it? Couldn't bear to live in a place like this.
No, I don't suppose you could.
I like a bit of excitement. Katrina wants us to come here for our honeymoon.
But it should prefer the Costa Blanca.
Well, wouldn't you?
I don't know, I've never been there. Matter of fact, I'm underprivileged. I've never been abroad.
Never.
I always come here for my holidays.
Oh, well.
No accounting, is there? One man's meat's another man's poison. You got to be sure your meat won't be Katrina's poison.
She'll like the Costa Blanca. Once you give that a try. Could you... Well, Mrs. Fraser seems to like you. Do you think you could...
Put a word in for you. Alexander, I'm not so sure she'll... OK, I'll try.
Thanks.
Now, you better go. James wants to take two of you off to the station.
Aye, I better shift. Cheers. I'll be seeing you.
Yeah, see you soon. Dinner's served, sir.
Good, I'm starving.
If Granny drops half her food in the fork, pay no attention. Her eyesight is really deteriorated.
Spirit hasn't there?
Do you think I'm worrying too much?
Probably.
But she really isn't fit to live alone, is she?
Can you see her living in a home?
No, she'd die.
So you'd best leave her alone then, hadn't you?
How come you're so wise?
Just comes naturally. But for those pearls of wisdom, I think I'll extract her price. One kiss. Oh, that's great, Mrs. McKinley. You certainly have lost your touch with the broth.
Oh, I should hope not. I could make it with my eyes shut.
You two go and sit by the fire and I'll pour the tea.
Oh, no tea for me, thanks.
Listen to her. She's getting right bossy in her old age, eh? You'll be sticking in at your studies, I expect, Jamie.
Well, I should be. That's why we'll have to be off in the morning, I'm afraid.
Oh, I hope I haven't been.
No, one day makes no difference.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both do well at your exams.
What with all the goings on in my family, I've hardly had any time to do any work. What with mum's nerves and...
Your mother would be the better of a hard day's work in the fresh air. And you can tell your father from me to get off his backside and go and rent yon shop you told me about. He was a ditherer.
Don't worry, I'll pass on that message.
This mix smells gorgeous.
I wish we could stay longer.
You'll be back at summer, though. It's not long.
No, it's not, thank goodness.
Well, I think I'll be off. Leave you two to have a quiet wee blether before you go to bed.
Quiet? I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not when Granny and I get going.
I'll see you in the morning. Sleep well, Mrs. McKinley.
Good night, Jamie.
Gran, how about coming back with me and James tomorrow?
To Glasgow.
Oh, I know, Sin City and all that. But there's plenty of meek and mild folk going about the place. It just gets a bad press.
I'm not interested in the press it gets.
Dad'd love to have you.
Ah, but would your mother? Might set her nerves back again. No, no, Maggie, you're not getting me out of the glen, and well, you know it.
At least I've tried everything.
That's right. So now you can relax. But before you do, would you pass me out the tin out of that drawer there? The pink and blue one.
Everything's in tins and boxes.
Where else would they be?
Margaret Ross's Cairngorm brooch. I was thinking about her today, down at the old cottage.
She gave me this brooch, Maggie. And now I want to give it to you.
But why?
You're my granddaughter, aren't you? Same as I was hers.
I know, but...
But what? I'm not giving it to you because I think I'm going to die. Well, at least not yet.
Of course you're not.
Oh, I'm not so vain as to think I can go on forever. But I'll last a while yet, lass. I think when I'm ready to go, I'll have a pretty good idea. And I haven't got it yet.
Then why not keep the brooch till...
How would you like that if I was to say to you, Maggie, I'm at death's door, so take the brooch for dear sake? No. I want to pass it on to you now. This is the time for it.
Thank you, Granny. And thank you, Margaret Ross. I'm glad it was called after her. And you.
And now, I think I'm ready for my bed.
I'll help you upstairs. You know, you'd be far better off sleeping downstairs.
I've always slept up.
Granny, honestly.
It's going to be a fine day. I can tell from the light on the hills.
I wish we could stay.
So do I.
Goodbye, Miss McKinley. I'll see you in July.
Goodbye, Jamie. It was right nice to see you again. And you'll remember me to your mother and father.
I will.
Then, Gran, take care and remember your medicine.
Oh, I'll do all those things. The pills and the medicine, and I'll not carry timber from the wood or cut down trees. And there's no need to strangle me then. Now off you go and join your lad.
It's not mine. Okay, Gran, take care. I'll tell Dad to come up and see you.
You do that. Tell me did.
Bye, Gran. See you soon.
Glad your granny's not too bad, anyway.
Not too bad about sums it up.
She's 83, if I last that
Oh,
long.
you'll reach 100, Mum. Dad, about the shop.
Aye, the shop, Andrew.
Oh, this is no time to be going into business. The country's never been in a worse state.
You're safe saying that any time.
Money's very tight.
Oh, so's your head. It can't even...
Listen, you!
No, you listen to her now, Andrew. She's done what she could. She's found a shop and a flat over it.
Oh, Dad, at least give it a try.
Might as well give in, Dad.
It looks like you're all ganged up.
Even Granny's with us. She said you should go ahead at once. She said you were a ditherer.
Oh, she did she? She can't be as bad as you were making out, then.
Come on, Dad.
Might as well say yes, Andrew.
Maggie, she knows the kings are friends. Maggie declines to dance. She won't work in a factory, though parents think she should. She's inclined academically, and so far it's so. Maggie won't be a teenage bride. Maggie against the tide, she accepts the adversity. She always knew she could to attend university, and so far it's so. Maggie, so far, so good. Maggie, so far,